Here's the snapback. Here's the kick. He's got the leg into it. If it is good, and it is! Austin scores! A 49-yard field goal, and Indiana leads 27-24.
Oh, it's an end around one to throw. Page looking at the quarterback, and it's a touchdown! Page times Leno!
Penix rolling out of the pocket to a strong hand. Delivers deep down the field. Caught, touchdown! Fry Fogel again.
Let's go. It's finally here. Welcome to the LEO podcast. I'm your host, Michael Bragg. You can follow me on Twitter. It's at Braggley, Braggley. I'm here as always with my co-host, Brandon. You can follow him on Twitter as well. It's at Brandon Dubich. Brandon spelled traditionally Dubich, D-U-B-I-C-H. Brando, 2 more sleeps. What's up?
Are you ready for some football? A Friday night party. Everybody's a fan. This is the biggest party, man. We got Seth, Bragg, and me, and we're going to get it kick-started.
I like that.
Like Hank Williams Jr., Monday Night Football.
Didn't he say some bad things or I don't know. What's not
and twins.
And that, unfortunately, is with us for another season. Producer Seth, if you haven't already blocked him on Twitter, you can do it. It's at Setah5, SETAH5. Setha.
Dude, this is the last chance. Block me now. It's going to be awful. This time tomorrow, I'm in full-on Purdue swing, and you're going to have to listen to me talk about how I can't believe we're only down by 7 at halftime. We might have a real shot at pulling this thing off.
Yeah, and then the big red dog rips your heart out in the very next play out of halftime. But
probably.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, you're going to do that tomorrow, and then you're going to just flip a switch Friday, put on your red, and then start doing the live tweets. So can't wait for that. Don't block him. I mean, block him personally, but just don't block our account because that's where he'll be live tweeting from. So what he'll be talking about is the game week 1, Brandon, that starts Friday. I mean, it really starts tomorrow, but for IU, it starts on Friday. They play Illinois, who is red hot 1-0 to start the season.
So hot right now.
Illinois, right?
So hot right now.
This game is going to be Friday, September 2nd. It's at Memorial Stadium, the Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana. It's going to be on national telly on Fox. IU 2.5-point favorites. Now the line dropping a little bit as we go a little bit closer to game time. Over under as well, dropping down to 45.
Good.
Last time we met, IU won 2017. We talked about it a few weeks ago. IU 24, Illinois 14. It was one of these like weird, never close either way domination games, and we'll hope for that again. Before we get into the news, Brandon, anything you want to add to the game? Anything you're pumped up about specifically? Any of that stuff?
Man, I mean, it's been well documented that I wasn't the greatest IU football fan until about a decade ago. I can't remember Illinois being at our stadium. Like, I have no memory of them at all. Do you have any like tailgate in stadium experience?
First year we had season tickets. Would have been Kevin Wilson's first year, 2011. I mean, it was a bad season. Good players, a lot of them all freshmen, but yeah, I remember specifically Shane Wynn. I believe it was Shane Wynn took one to the house on the opening kickoff against Illinois. I'm going to look that up real quick. Brandon, why don't you talk about some of the news that's come out since the last time we've talked?
Dude, no, I mean, I'm not going to be able to do it as much justice as you did because you love jerseys. And, well, you love helmets the most, but you also love jerseys. And we got some more throwback jerseys. The scheme is going to be the same as last year, 90s theme, but this year is going to be in white. So Seth, any guesses of an away game that we might throw these on?
It's got to be Cincinnati's going to be the first one, right? That's the
Cincinnati's the first one.
Is that the breakout game? The solid black on black
and
versus
everyone
white?
knows it's coming. I feel like it's a good color scheme to go against them with. Like I feel like that pops on TV really well. So yeah, I mean, I think that's where you gotta go, right? So yeah, jerseys are cool. Of course, you probably aren't going to be able to buy them because the Adidas IU store. You can buy them.
You can buy them. Yep.
I don't know if I will, but you can.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest news is IU Stadium has a light show. Like I'm a sucker for a good light show. Like, you know, I love going to games because I don't think anything beats a game atmosphere. But like, I love what like the Vegas Knights do, right? Like how they make the hockey team, they make it an in stadium experience that's just electric. Like I like going to, you know, Steeler games and you know, getting the chants going on. You know, I'm a big chant guy. Stadium experience is big. I think IU can make this light setup that they have a new thing. It's just something fun. IU athletics needs to bring fun. They can't cater to generations of the past. Obviously honor them, but let's make fun again. Yeah. Right. And I think this is what that is.
Just real quick on the lights. I remember I was talking to somebody the other day and they were asking about, I said, one of the things I was interested in seeing was whether or not they had done anything with the lights. That was before the press conference where Scott Dolson kind of announced that. I mean, we're sitting here drooling over lights. So that just tells you, you know, how perfect Memorial Stadium is as it is now. So, you know, just small upgrades like that.
Hopefully we can have lights and that doesn't result in, you know, students ripping up bleachers. Like it was cool, but I don't know if that's what we want to be known for.
No, not so
right.
Found the last time Illinois was at IU. So they did play in 2011, but they also played in 2013. And IU won that game very handily, 52-35. Some monster offensive games. Tevin Coleman, 219 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns.
Stephen we had Houston, to be at that game, right?
I definitely remember being there. Stephen Houston, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cody Latimer, 11 catches, 189 yards, 3 touchdowns. Nate Sudfeld, the new Detroit Lion, 20 of 27.
Who'd Sudfeld take over for?
I don't know, Blow or something. I can't remember what his name is.
Yeah.
20 of 27, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns. So that was one of those fun Kevin Wilson crazy offense games, no defense. Yeah. So 2 punts from IU and 3 punts from Illinois. So 5 total punts the whole game. I think we'll see a lot more punts on Friday. But let's get into it a little bit. I had a question on the news. I'm not going to bring that up now. We'll bring it up later. Let's go through our first off, we've gained, I hope, quite a few followers, quite a few listeners since maybe the end of last season. Every game we preview and we post game. Please, football Jesus, make it better than it was last year, because post games last year were no fun. But here's what it is. It's basically we just talk about the game. We do some news from the that's happened during the week. Quick press highlights. So from the press conference, so we'll go over some stuff in case you guys missed it. Break down the opponent. Give you some IU players to watch, and then we kind of finish up in the traditional sense where we do the promo. Get some randos, get in Seth's sack, and then we do some predictions and go from there. So Monday press conference highlights. Tom Allen did his normal thing, just a bunch of jibber jabber and, you know, coach speak. But Coach Stash, man, Walt Bell, not only was he perfect in a t-shirt, but that boy can grow a perfect mustache. And I don't know if you've seen it. I think I sent it in the group text. It's beautiful. And he also is very impressed with the depth at wide receiver, which we talked about a little bit before the start of this recording. And he thinks that we'll see 8 to 9 guys, Brandon. 8 to 9 guys across the board on Friday, but he really wants one group to kind of separate themselves so that they've got some go-to stuff. And now I did a little bit of research into that and kind of what he means by go-to guys, and kind of dug into some forums, and I saw some people talking about, and it made sense. If you remember, we'd get into crunch situations with Kevin Wilson, and instead of having Wynn, Latimer, I'm not sure who the other guy would have been at that time out there, we would have the backups out there, Nick Stoner, other people like that on a critical 3rd and 7 with a minute to go in the game. So I think what he wants is to develop a group of guys that are there for those big time situations. 8 to 9 guys, Brandon, any thoughts on that?
That is a lot of dudes. I have mixed feelings. I think there are games where you can mix in 8 to 9 dudes. I'd like to keep within 5 or 6. But we'll see if we'll see how many people get the ball. I love our top 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think we have legitimately 5 or 6.
Do you have McCulley in there?
Yes, I have McCulley in there.
Okay, because I low-key think he's going to be a stud at wide receiver.
I mean, if I got a comparison for him, Seth's going to laugh, and I think you're going to love it. I think he can be Mike Evans. I think he can just be a red zone target. I'm going to just outleap you. I'm going to use my height. Like, I may not run the cleanest routes. I may not be the quickest footwork, but you give me a jump ball in the end zone, Mike Evans comes down with it every time. Right? Like, Mike Evans, there's probably 20 NFL receivers that are better receivers, but Mike Evans is just huge, right? And he's just athletic. And that's what I think Donovan McCulley can be.
Yeah.
What do you think about that comparison?
I dig it. I don't want to say it's a stretch, but
well, of course not. He's like one of the best in the NFL, but
yeah, of course. So I agree. This could give us a little bit of an insight into maybe what the offense is going to be. If he needs to use 8 to 9 guys, does that mean that we're tempo? We'll see. Speaking of tempo, Coach Wilt, the defensive coordinator, basically co-defensive coordinator at this point. 1, he'll be on the field, which I thought was interesting. 2, so I'm assuming he'll be kind of in the Kane Womack role alongside.
I loved Kane Mack.
Me too.
Like jumping up and like chest bumping and getting pumped in his blue sweater. I think I love coaches on the sideline.
Me too. He also talked about using depth to the advantage because they're going to use, quote, a swarm D mentality, which, coach speak, I get it, but I'm thinking the same thing. I think it's going to be a very, very quick defense, a very aggressive defense, which was something we have not seen in 3 years, probably 2 years. So that'll be good. Also thought it was super weird, I guess. And there was a ton of criticism, of course, but super weird that the athletic director ended the press conference. He spoke for about as long as Tom Allen did. Talked about the upgrades to Memorial Stadium. People are super sketched out at the fact that he would not elaborate on how much would be invested into the football program, where it would be invested, when the money comes. He did say it's a bunch of backloaded money, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. Either way, our buddy, the respectable Adam, I don't know if anybody's seen this on his Twitter or not, did point out maybe a couple weeks ago. I don't know. He's got all the sites. So somewhere you can snake your way into finding out IU's construction schedule. And on the IU construction schedule is Memorial Stadium updates. So whether or not that's the lights, I can't remember the exact year. Maybe if he hears this, he can comment on the or add us and let us know what it is. But I can't remember exactly what it is. But I would just say everybody is calm down. It'll be okay. The stadium has just been upgraded. It just barely got some upgrades this year. The locker room is what, Brandon, 3 years old. I mean, I get trying to stay with everybody. Let's win 6, 7, 8 games for a couple years in a row, and then maybe we can put another deck on the stadium. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, yeah, anything else you want to add from the press conference, and then we can move into breaking down. I'll let you break down the opponent a little bit.
Nope, that's all I got. I mean, we almost talked as long as the press conference. Just kidding, but
all right, go ahead. Oh, by the way, the beginning of the press conference, if you didn't watch any of it, was awful. Like, I don't know what the audio issue was, but it took forever to get through it. So, okay, Brandon, let's talk some Tommy D.
Yeah. So, he doesn't listen to this podcast, so I don't mind.
He doesn't.
But I had a friend in college. His last name was DeVito, right? And he played sports in Chicago, and he was supposed to be awesome. But all I heard was, I play with him, and he was like, I was hurt a little bit, or we played really bad. It was just full of excuses all the time, Mr. Vito. Ton of excuses. And I think that just might be a DeVito trait, because all we heard is, Tommy DeVito, he played in Syracuse. He played a tough ACC schedule. He was hurt. That's all I've heard from Tommy DeVito, who's supposed to be this great recruit and this great talent. Well, eventually, just like my fraternity brother, you just got to show me or you're not any good. And he really backed up what I said last week, going 27 for 37 for $194 and 2 touchdowns.
What's the average? You said 27 completions for under 200 yards throwing the football.
Yeah, no, he threw for 5.2 yards a throw. That's really, really bad. I mean, that's basically, you can throw that underhand.
Yeah.
Tommy DeVito is exactly who you want to start your season with. He sucks. We'll just say it.
Just to break it down for you a little bit more. So yeah, so per completion, it's 7.2 per completion, which was second to last of all eligible quarterbacks in week 0. So there were like 18 eligible quarterbacks for this stat. Only Wyoming's quarterback was worse. And let me tell you about this puppy. 5 of 20 for 30 yards, which is an average of 6 yards per completion, or just over 1.5. Wait, I mean, right at 1.5 yards per pass attempt. So Tommy DeVito's QBR against a Wyoming team that I will later refer to as garbage water was 45. Our boy Art Sitkowski, or whatever his name is, was
who they should be starting. If you listen to our recap, I said this 2.5 months ago. He should be the starting quarterback. He's from IMG or one of the Florida academies. He's a high 4-star from Rutgers.
He's from Rutgers. So Tommy DeVito's quarterback rating was 134.9 because he didn't do anything. He didn't throw any interceptions. He wasn't sacked. He wasn't under any pressure. He wasn't nothing.
QBR is what matters.
Yeah. And so Sitkowski, he had a quarterback rating of 164 and a QBR. Why I can't see the QBR
95.
now, I don't know, but he was
95.
3 of 3 for 23 yards and average 7.7 yards, which is, again, not great, but it's better. Those numbers are higher. So they may not have to throw the ball, Brandon. Tell us why they might not have to throw the ball so much.
Well, they have a stud running back. He averaged 8 yards a carry against the Wyoming defense. And he was the bell cow. They ran the ball 41 times, but the next closest person who isn't going to suit up, he got 19 carries. The running back that got injured is Josh McCray, and he is not going to suit up. So the next closest guy is Chase Hayden.
Oh, okay. I think Love will be their next one. Yeah, I think Love will be their RB2.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No,
they use Chase Brown for everything. He's 5'11", 205. He's a Canadian. I don't know. That doesn't matter, but just fun fact for the student section if they want to get have any
from Western Michigan too, I believe. Yeah.
But yeah, he's the bell cow. He's elusive too. He had a long 38. The trenches are definitely going to have to be prepared for him because he does have the burst to take it to the house.
Yeah, and unfortunately, if we wanted anything out of this, it's that we wanted a bad running team and a team that had to throw the football to win the game. So hopefully this is just a product of Wyoming. And
yeah, but we can stack 8 in the box.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm very confident that our Husky is not playing 10 to 12 yards off the line of scrimmage. He's playing 5 to 7 yards off the line.
Say his name, Brandon. Say his name.
Well, this is the Pierre
Noah-
podcast, right?
Noah Pierre podcast.
Yes, Noah Pierre podcast.
Noah Pierre will take care of the running game, is what you're
Yeah.
saying. So, got it.
Their only wide receiver is a 5'10" slot guy who essentially had the WAP game against Ole Miss, right? Like, he averaged 3.7 yards a catch.
Yeah.
So I mean, their offense they're throwing short of the sticks and they're getting rid of the ball quickly.
Yeah.
So you don't really have to worry about the blitz there. You just stack 8 in the box and make sure you don't let Chase Brown get to the third level.
Yeah.
I think if you can do that, this offense ain't scaring you
Yeah.
at all.
It doesn't. No. They did complete the ball to 12 different receivers. The one thing that stands out, and I do remember hearing this when I watched a little bit of the game. I remember hearing this. It had to have been mid-second quarter, maybe. The announcers were amazed that they finally threw the football to a tight end. Both tight ends had 1 catch. What is the one thing that Big Ten football teams kill IU with? And
Tight
it's
ends.
big tight ends, big athletic tight ends.
They don't have any.
Neither one of those guys stand out as anything that should scare IU. They've got a pretty decent tall wide receiver group, and Bryant and Hightower as well. But again, nothing was crazy there. You've got Bryant with 3 catches, 44 yards. I can't even believe somehow he averaged 14 yards per catch. It had to have been a lot of yak because based off of everything else I saw, they don't really throw the football down the field.
Nope.
And I think throwing the ball against our secondary as a good team, a really good team, is going to be fairly difficult. I would say as Tommy DeVito is going to be.
If they're going to throw
impossible.
the ball on the line of scrimmage this much, I want bump and run. Now, we didn't see that at all last year.
Mm-mm.
It was maddening how our corners played 7 to 10 yards off every play.
Western
I
Kentucky
hope we
is a
see
perfect
something
example.
different.
Yeah.
We even played 7 to 10 yards off Western Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can sort of play a Western Kentucky strategy based on how Tommy DeVito likes to play. I want to see Big Play Jay jump a route. I want to see Tywan Mullen jump a route. Like, they're not going to run hitches and goes, right? They're not going to run fade routes. They're just, good old Tommy done got an arm. So that's what I want to see.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. That just reminds me of something Allen said, CTA said at the press conference about calling plays from the field. He's, for lack of a better term, he's pretty pissed at the way that it went last year as far as calling plays and the defense and everything. So he's going to have a full grasp on what happens. Coach Wilt will get the recognition and the name of being the defensive coordinator, but I think this is back to being a Tom Allen defense. And last time it was a Tom Allen defense, it was a top 25 defense in the country. So we'll see what we can do there. So on their defense, it's pretty good from what I understand. I think even when we previewed, it was supposed to be pretty good. But as I wrote in the notes, and I hinted at a little bit earlier, can we really determine anything here? Wyoming is water trash.
So I have 2 things here.
Go ahead.
And again, it's only one game, but they gave up 6 yards a carry.
They did. They also stopped at quarterback. What was he? What did I say he was?
5 of
2
20.
2 of
30
20 or
yards,
something like that.
0
Yeah.
TDs, 1 interception.
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
bad. Wyoming was bad.
But Illinois also 6 penalties for 65 yards.
They were, yeah. I saw some of the bad penalties. I think they made an interception.
So if
And
they
immediately
can't-
showboated that one out.
they
pretty
can't do
good.
that at home, how are they supposed to do that in a raucous Memorial Stadium?
Yeah. By the way, speaking of that, and it's semi-disappointing. But again, is this a product of the Big Ten putting a Friday night game out? Could be. Dolson is expecting mid to high 40s, I guess, as far as the stadium goes. Now, granted, the stadium only fits 52. So it could be pretty decent. I just hope it's a rocking thing. But the student section, this is a big thing I did send in the group text. Student section ticket sales up 10%, and they were fantastic last year. If we get the show out we had last year, hopefully we can give them the results that they need to keep coming back over and over and over again. Because the first 4 games, they were there. They were big. They were loud. They were ready to go. And then everybody got injured and everything fell off. So, all right, let's get into it real quick. IU players to watch, Brandon. We're going to pick one offense, one defense, and one special teams, which we always usually pick the same special teams guy. But we'll see. On offense, for me, Brandon, I'm going to be obvious for a second. And I'd say QB1 is the player to watch. No idea who it is. So I can't tell you who it is. I can't break it down. So instead, I'll pick running back Sean Shivers, the Auburn transfer. When was the last time we had a legit dynamic running back? I'm not saying that he is that. We don't know. We haven't seen any of it. But what we know of him is he's physical. He's shifty. He's speedy. Is he a miniature Tevin Coleman? I'm not going to go out and say that.
Love Jordan Howard. Love Divine Redding.
Speed.
Love all these guys.
Yeah.
None of them have had the speed. None of them have had the speed.
Give me Jordan Howard with speed and like 3 inches smaller. I'll take that. We're due for something, and we need to keep Chase Brown off the field. I mean, that's really the only player on Illinois' offense that's going to scare anybody and that could beat you. He does have a twin brother, so we're going to have a Brown out there either way, because I'm pretty sure he plays safety, Seth, or corner or something like that. So safety. So I don't know if his brother's as good as he is, but I don't know. Hopefully they don't run the ball on defense and we'll be okay. Who do you have on offense, Brandon?
So I'm all of mine here, spoiler alert, are going to be known commodities. I'm going to watch what I know. I don't know anything from Sean Shivers. All right. I don't know anything from QB1. I'm going to watch DJ Matthews. The little we got to see DJ Matthews last year, he was going in movement. He was going middle of the field. He was running screens. He was running goes. There wasn't a part of the field he wasn't a part of. Very small sample size, completely new offense. I understand all that. But one of the few bright spots in offense last year is how much the offense was around DJ Matthews. That's what I'm going to be watching very close in this first game.
Okay. Yeah. I'll give a bonus pick. Or Seth, are you doing picks on this too or no? Okay. Who do you have on offense? I'll let you have yours.
AJ Barner. I want to see it. What's he got? That's all I care about. I want to see if this unknown guy can actually do it. If the muscle is functional. We saw the updated pictures. He put on the mass. Now can he use it?
They are talking big, Seth. I said it dead serious in the chat here. I think he might be the best player on the field on Friday. As far now, its potential is what I'm looking at.
One Mullen. I mean, you're wrong.
Well, I'm looking at potential here. I legitimately think he's going to be the best tight end maybe ever to play at IU, which is coming off of last year and then coming off of Ted Bowles. So there's some big time tight ends that have played there. Can
we give a heads up to Hendy? A little shout out.
Peyton Hendy making the Cowboys. I told you he's a folk hero down there. I sent you guys an article. If you guys want to look that up, just Google Dallas Cowboys Hendershot folk hero. There's a whole article that they wrote about him in one of the papers down there, and they love him. So I'm glad he made that team. Good for all the other IU guys that made their teams as well. So my bonus real quick was going to be Jalen Lucas. I really can't wait to watch him. Man, I want to see him with the ball in his hands and see if the hype that the coaches are dropping on him is real. That's what I want to see. And it wasn't even really him, Brandon. If you remember the recruiting breakdown, one of the guys from 24/7 said that he was probably the best athlete in the class.
Yeah,
not in IU's class, in the class.
Yeah, it was a female LSU writer.
That's right.
Or
Yeah,
female Louisiana, I forget.
I think it was an LSU recruit person. Yeah, and he's from Louisiana. So,
committed to Tulane, right?
He was committed to Tulane, I believe. Yeah, and then flipped. Yeah. So there you go.
Our second team, by the way, the LEO podcast second team.
Second team. Tulane. That's right. I got to get a new shirt. Seth made fun of my shirt the other day when he came over, and it was like
shirt.
He asked if it was inside out or faded, and the answer was faded. And it was an already like pre-faded shirt. So
was Seth faded?
No comment. I plead the fifth.
Oh, speaking of fifth, perfect transition. My player to watch on defense, number 5, linebacker Bradley Jennings Jr., the Miami transfer. I believe he's going to start. If it's not him, it's Aaron Casey. But I do think he's going to add something as far as an additional leadership piece. Again, has been somebody that's been hyped up a lot in fall camp by the coaches. Granted, nobody else has seen them do anything. So Friday is like, it's new for everybody. It's crazy. But I think he should be big in the run defense. We already know Cam Jones is about as solid as it gets. Cam Jones.
Who?
Cam Jones. So to have somebody back alongside him, somebody with experience, somebody that can help shut down this run attack of Illinois, I think Bradley Jennings Jr. is somebody to watch. Who do you got, Brandon?
I mean, you just said it. Cam Jones. I'm going with known commodities. Now there's one thing that the most impressive unit on Illinois. Ripped DeVita, I've ripped their wide receivers, I've ripped their defense. They have a monstrous offensive line. A monstrous. You go out there. I mean, they're gonna. I hate to say this, it was a weakness last year. I don't think we addressed it enough. I think they're gonna swallow up our defensive line.
I don't think so.
I really do. But that's why you mentioned a linebacker. I'm mentioning a linebacker. I think our linebackers are very, very strong. People don't forget we brought in some help. Bragg mentioned Bradley Jennings, but we also have Miles Jackson coming in. He's very good. We have Jared Casey from Kentucky, who's very good. In my mind, we have 5 or 6 legit linebackers. Aaron Casey, Cam Jones, Miles Jackson, Bradley Jennings, Jared Casey, and don't forget Dasan McCullough, who I'm not going to say he's a linebacker because he's in everything, right? He's an Isaiah Simmons clone. But, I mean, I think if we can keep Chase Brown to getting 3 to 5 yards instead of 5 to 10 yards, that's going to be huge for getting us off the field. Right?
Yeah.
And our linebackers are going to play such an important factor in that.
Are there any more defensive players you can name so that Seth doesn't have anybody to talk about on his player to watch?
Bo Robbins.
Bo Robbins. Yeah, some pressure on the outside. Who's your player to watch on defense? I believe it was based on your reaction. I'm just going to guess Deshaun McCullough.
You're absolutely right. I was going to lead in with the edge rushers. I was going to say, yeah, let's see if, Bo Robbins gets in there to see if they have anything else coming from the edge and maybe even a Deshaun McCullough sighting. But
there you go. Man,
it's all ruined.
I gave you the entire secondary.
Well, you said linebacker, and then you named 12 linebackers and every rush end. So I was kind of locked in there.
You should have shut him down and gone back and said that you were excited to watch Brian Fitzgerald because Brandon would have had an aneurysm probably. So I love B-Fitz, just so everybody knows. It could be somebody else on the podcast that maybe a little bit more critical of him, but somebody he's not critical of. And my special teams player to pick is BD Chuck Campbell, because points is points, dude. We're going to probably need some points at some point, and I need him to put the ball in between the uprights, and that's what he does. So give me Chuck Campbell, player to watch. Brandon, I'm assuming it's the same thing. Unless you changed it based off of our new roster that we just saw.
No. It's Chucky all day.
Okay.
Chucky all day.
I didn't know if you're going to get the kickoff specialist or not.
No.
All right. What do you got, Seth?
Lucas.
Lucas.
You stole him. You stole him for offense. I try to sneak him at special teams. I'd love to see him get a kick return or punt return, see what he can do with it.
Okay. I don't know if he'll return punts. I don't know.
But I'll be looking for it.
Okay.
And there'll be a corresponding tweet if I see it.
It is players to watch. So you can watch him on special teams, even if he's on the bench. You can watch him. Speaking of watching, I've been watching a lot of Monon Track Club's Instagram, and it's popping. And they got new stuff coming out. I'm telling you guys, they got sales going on. Seth is flexing in the Zoom camera right now for some reason. I'm wearing a Monon Track Club shirt right now. Not even kidding. MTC, let me tell you real quick about them. That's what I call them. They're Indiana's running brand. They're built on a deep love for the sport in the Hoosier State. They craft products, tell stories, create experiences that aim to celebrate, support, and add to Indiana's running culture. Check out the show notes for the link. I told you guys this last week. It's probably not going to be in the show notes because I'm just lazy and it's a lot of copy and paste and all this stuff. So I just put it on the Twitter. Go to the Twitters. That's where we live. It's where we breathe as a podcast, outside of your podcast platforms. But the links will be there where you can shop their sick gear, their shirts. The hoodie seasons are right around the corner. They got the koozies for Friday. As a thank you, we got 10% off, and they're running a sale. So you can take an additional 10% off because Garrett, being a very smart person as he is, he's not smart enough to run a sale and not allow a discount. So get a sale product, take another 10% off, and then text him. I don't know where you're going to get his number from. Text him and tell him Elio sent you his way and that you want to drive to his house and pick up the product. No shipping, free shipping. There you go. Elio 10, that'll get you 10% off. You can figure the rest out on your own. Now we're going to get back to everybody else's favorite part of the podcast. It's Brando's Randos. Brandon, what do you have?
So, not to go all Mike Loxley, and people don't know who that is. That's the head coach of Maryland, who
Brandon's
last year
favorite
just
team.
complained about getting stuck on every Friday. You know where I'm going with this, but let's just refresh. What are your guys' thoughts on Friday night games?
I don't care. Like, I'm cool with it, man, because then guess what? It's on. The only reason I'm cool with it is because it's on a holiday weekend. It's the very start of the weekend. I can get all of my anxiety and celebrations and everything out of the way. And then I got Saturday. I can watch all the college football. Granted, we win, because if we lose, I never watch college football. And then I've got Sunday to do some partying, and I got Monday to do some partying. So I'm good, dude. I'm good with Friday to start the season. I like it. Until my kids start playing college football, high school football, which is at least 12 years down the road.
I love MAC football on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind the Thursday night games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd be cool to, and I know that's on a short week, right? But I'm all for them getting rid of Friday night games and making them Thursday night games. There's a little overlap with NFL, but if you start the games, like the NFL games start to like 8:30, 8:45. If you start these games at 7, right? It's almost like a perfect layover. And like, not even to be like old man on the lawn, like Fridays are for high schoolers, but you do miss out on recruiting. This would be a great game to bring recruits to. You're going to get 0 of them there.
Yeah.
So
I'm just selfish.
I don't like the Friday night games, and it all has to do with TV money, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's very little content on sports or otherwise on Fridays. Let's be real. That's why it's on Fridays. But I do not like them. And I think, Dolson kind of showing his card, showing that the stadium's only going to be 80% full, I think is a result of a Friday game. I do.
You don't think it had anything to do with 2 and 10?
No.
Okay. I mean, I think a little bit has to do with high school football too, but I don't care, dude. That's just me. I'm selfish. I don't have any kids that play high school football, brothers, cousins, any of that stuff. So there you go. Yeah. Seth, thoughts Friday?
Yeah, I'll be the old man on the lawn here. Brandon made the best point. Is it sucks for recruiting. You can't see kids' games. They can't come see you. So, that's probably the downside I hadn't thought of before. I was just kind of the old man on the lawn going, what about the kids? Friday night special for the kids, Friday night lights. But yeah, I think Brandon makes the best point.
Okay. Well, you won one, Brandon. So there you go.
So
What's next?
The NFL's got this down. Why do we start on Labor Day? Do we like the Labor Day start?
I just told you I like it. I'm cool with it. You don't like it because you have to go to. Are you doing a wedding?
No, I always have a monster fantasy football.
This is the fantasy football thing.
Football party weekend that I go to every weekend.
Yeah,
But I don't like the Labor Day start. Why not start the weekend after? Get rid of the 9 bye weeks that college teams seem to have. It seems like, what do they have? 3?
1.
2. There's at least 2.
There's 1.
No, there's at least 2.
There's 1 bye week, and it's. I'll tell you. Hold on.
I think some teams have 2.
Some teams have 2, but I use bye week
and Army has 4.
It's after Rutgers. It's between Rutgers and Penn State, so they are off 10/29. That's it. I remember. I do remember, Brandon. To your point. We used to have 2. I feel like we used to have 2. So maybe the season started earlier. It definitely didn't go later. Maybe it's
there is only
earlier.
1.
Not sure.
You're right. All right. So you and I are tied 1-1 here. I just don't like the Labor Day start because you're right. I get to miss the games, and I do think a lot of people miss the games for the same reason. Annual vacation.
Not for your same reason. No,
Not
they
for
don't
my
fly to Florida and
party for 3 days.
Yeah, and neglect their children and party for 3 days.
Wow. All right. Let's move to, since you're going to be there, since you're the only one of the 3 that are going to be there, let's move to that. What are your thoughts on tailgate expectations?
I think it'll
what
be
time
pretty.
what time is it really going to start? What time are you starting?
Yeah. Okay, I'll be there at.
Hot.
I'll be there at 3, maybe 3:30 latest. So that'll give me, 4.5, 5 hours pre-game to get into mid-season shape. So, yeah. So we'll get down there early. What do I expect? I expect a pretty decent show up. Now, I do expect a pretty decent later show. I know a lot of people have to work. Did everybody take the day off like I did? I don't know. I think a lot of the diehards did. I think a lot of our friends that listen to the show did. We've had people reach out already that want us to come over to their tailgate. So I think it'll be good. I think a lot of people miss it. And I think that it's going to be a really good release for everybody to be out there again and get it started and go after it. So I think it'll be pretty good.
Awesome. Last and not least, and I mean this in the sexiest way possible. What are you wearing? What jersey are you sporting?
Mm-hmm. So I haven't totally decided this. I did get a pretty baller hat. Seth has something to say. Go ahead.
Oh, I just figured you're gonna wear your number 1 jersey.
Oh, I might. It didn't go well last year, so I'm not sure I will carry that on. It could have been the hat.
Nothing you wore last year.
Listen, I had a new hat last year. Could have been the hat. So I ordered a new hat. I've got a new hat coming in. Really nice. Bought a new shirt as well. It's got the old school logo, the old school oval. Might rock that. I don't know. I might go normal, just one authentic, normal kit, normal jersey. I don't know. We'll do that. I'm definitely gonna have the gray chubbies will be on, and probably my Hey Dudes, or I'll have the IU Adidas on, one of the two. But I'll have the gray chubbies and the Hey Dudes on for the tailgate. I don't know if the Hey Dudes make it into the stadium or not. That is the only thing I don't know, and I don't know about the top. I know about the hat. I know about the shorts. That's all I know.
All righty.
Okay.
That's all I got.
There you go. Seth, let's get into your sack. What do you got?
All right, here we go. This is my annual reminder that the IU U of I game is memorialized in the film Multiplicity starring Michael Keaton and Andy McDowell.
You can listen to a review on Terrible Reviews is what it's called. It's on Apple Podcasts. I believe it's episode 2.
It was one of the early ones. Yeah.
Yes, episode 2.
Collaboration.
The U of I 2004-2005 basketball team goes down as one of the best teams to not win a championship. Okay. Luther Head, D. Brown, oh goodness, James Augustine, Darren Williams, and Roger Powell, the preacher man. Yeah, such a good team. You already busted my Sidney Brown. He was the guy I was looking at, Chase's twin brother, in the secondary, but the guy who really flashed for me was Jartavius Martin. Broke well on the ball, had 3 PBUs, tackled well, 7 total, 5 solos. So he's a guy additionally to watch out for. And then Bill Connolly from ESPN does a bunch of the I don't know if it's betting or gambling, but statistical relevant information, and has this game as a virtual tie at 23 apiece.
Yep. I think he gives the edge to Illinois maybe on something, but I think that literally it's a coin toss. It's 23-23. And as I say, every time you bring up this nerd stuff in the group, the computers don't play the game, Seth. The computers don't play the game. The men, the young men on the field with the hearts, they're the ones that play the game. And that's what's going to determine the difference. So that's a perfect lead in if you're done to our predictions. Seth, I'll let you go ahead and start since you've already messed it up. I'm going to give you, listen, this is different. I need a starting quarterback, and then I need a little bit of game dialogue, how we get to your score.
I got this. I think Jack Tuttle starts.
Yep.
I think it happens.
Yep.
I think you all need to prepare yourself for this inevitability. I don't think he's the only guy who plays the position, but I think they run him out there to start. I think the Josh McCray injury is probably the biggest factor that's going to go into this game. When I think of Brett Bielema, I think of a run first, run heavy offense, and everything is to set up the play action pass. You know how like Joe Tiller used to be basketball on turf. When I think of him, I think of Brett Bielema as kind of a boxer. It's all about body blows. And Josh McCray at 6'2", 230 is a hell of a body blow to be given at you in the fourth quarter. I think Chase Brown is pretty good, but I don't think he has a home run hitter. And I think I really think the Josh McCray injury is the 2-point difference, and IU wins 23-21.
Ooh, love it. Love it. Brandon, do you want me to go or do you want to go?
No, I'll go. Okay. You're going there. So let's save yours. Yeah, no, I think Inland, I think both these teams are really struggle.
Starting quarterback.
Oh, starting quarterback is going to be Connor Baslick. Okay. Jack Tuttle is this is just what he has been. I'm not saying this is what he is. This is what he has been. He's been a career backup. He's a very good backup. He's used to coming into the game cold. What is Connor Baslick? He's always been a starter. So I think you leave them in the roles that they're comfortable in. It's exactly what I think you do. Tuttle knows that he's been called upon, and if he needs to be called upon again, whether injury or otherwise. So I think it's Baz. I think our team's ceiling relies on it being Baz. I think it is lower with Tuttle. So I think it's Baz. But I still think both of these offenses are going to struggle. The over-under, we kind of glossed over it at the beginning, is 45 points. That's super low. I have a very weird score. 19
I was going to guess
to 13. Indiana in an absolute embodiment of Big Ten week 1.
4 Chuckies? 4 Chuckies
and a touchdown.
Okay.
2 field goals and a touchdown for them. I think this game is going to be an old slobber knocker.
Okay. Do you have this like a late touchdown winner?
I think it's just sloppy, right?
Just
Like
sloppy.
maybe it's
Okay.
16-13 us and we get a late field goal, right?
Yeah,
To make it
yeah.
19-13. And
Like,
then Tommy DeVito has to
yep.
have a game-winning drive and he
Yep.
just, throws it at someone's feet on 4th and 8. Seth is dying laughing. I don't think anything I've said that funny particularly, but
He's just, I don't know. He's had enough of this. Okay. Here we go. Starting quarterback, Brendan Sorsby. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm leaning Jack Tuttle, and it makes me sick to my stomach because I love Jack Tuttle, but I don't want him to start. And I'll tell you why. One, he started the quarterback session of the press conference. He was the first one up there. Two, he just looked super confident. Sleeveless shirt, eye black over his face. He just looked like somebody that was like, yeah, I just ran nothing but QB1s. I'm ready to go. Connor walked up, long sleeve shirt. It's 90 degrees outside. He just looked defeated. Now maybe the defense beat him up a little bit. QB1 versus D1. I don't know. I'm leaning Tuttle simply based off of that. This game is going to be pretty similar to the 2017 game. I don't think anybody is overly dominant. I don't think it's an exciting game to watch. Do I think that we'll see some sparks, some good things, some things that we can develop a little bit more in the Idaho game and then really exploit in Western Kentucky and then at Cincinnati? Yes, I do. Do I think we see some of what Walt Bell really has in him? Yeah, I do. That being said, I've got IU squeaking it out. It's a fun game. Everybody's staying because we're scoring with 2 minutes ago. IU 24, Illinois 20. That's what I got.
touchdown.
Seth, we'll put all three results, predictions on a poll on the Twitter. And you guys can just let us know what you think. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make him do double the work. He's also going to put who the starting quarterback. Let's have a vote on who the starting quarterback is going to be as well.
Huddle, Baz, Dexter, other.
Yeah. So Seth will put those up. You guys let us know your thoughts on that. I know I'm going to win. It's fine. We all picked IU to win, which is great. Usually, although we did pick IU to win quite a bit last year. So, okay,
I think last year for Iowa, I was the only one to pick them to win.
I can tell you here because I have to put them in. I've got to put in the predictions.
I'm pretty sure it was an away game for
an away game, so I probably picked them to lose.
You picked them to lose, and I think Seth picked them to lose too. But
Seth picked them to lose. I had them winning 27-24. You had them winning 23-20. Yeah, I had them going 10-2 with a minimum of 8-4.
So just reverse it. Reverse it.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. So Brandon again, just for Seth's recollection, Brandon has IU winning 19-13. I have IU winning 24-20. Seth has IU winning 23-21. So there we go. Okay. Quick reminder.
I'm predicting another prediction. 4 total turnovers. Sloppy. Bunch of penalties on Illinois.
I don't want to see that.
Bunch of penalties on us. I mean, I think this game is just it's a week 1 game. It's a week one game where you're not playing Wyoming.
I don't want to see
Veto.
Quick tailgate reminder, and then we'll get out of here.
What if our only touchdown is a pick 6? We have no offensive touchdowns.
Oh man. Well, last time we had one of those that was against Penn State and we lost the game.
We didn't have Chuck
10-7 or something crazy like that. It was a terrible weather game. It wasn't even a terrible weather game. It was just like kind of cold, kind of misty. It was Greg It wasn't Greg Keeban. It was Mark Murphy, I think, pick 6. But either way, tailgate reminder real quick. I will be the only one of the 3 there. I will have some other people there with me. I will have an Illinois fan with me. Don't hurt me. Brandon's the one that sold the tickets. So he will be there. We will be rowdy. We will be partying. We will be doing all the cool stuff. Being a gray canopy, I will tweet a picture of the flags that are up and kind of where we're at. That is on the south side of Assembly Hall. Come on over, have a drink. I don't know how much food we'll have. We'll have enough, I'm sure. So come grab a bite to eat, hang out, do whatever, or just fist bump us and make fun of Seth. It doesn't matter. So yeah, just do that. I think I'm obligated to go to somebody else's tailgate as well. So maybe I'll do that too. I don't know. Either way. Anything else you guys want to add real quick? We used to do final statements. Anybody else want to make a final statement before we roll out? No? Nope. Everybody's good. Seth has something to say.
Were you friends with Danny DeVito in college?
Jesus. Okay, moving on. Be sure to check out the pod. It's on Twitter. It's at Podcast LEO. It's big time. Please check out the Twitter at Podcast LEO. You follow us. We always follow back. Unless you're just like a terrible person or a bot. So either way, just follow us. It's on Podcast LEO. Be sure to download, follow, rate, review on all of our platforms. If we're not on something you guys listen to podcasts on, you're probably not listening to us anyway. But if your friends tell you about us and you can't find us, let us know on the Twitter. We'll add it. We'll talk to you guys next week. No, we won't talk to you guys next week. We'll talk to you guys on, when do we release them? I think they're on Mondays. I think they come out on Mondays. We talk on Sundays. They come out on Mondays. After the victory over Illinois. But until then, we love you guys. LEO.
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 He said it.
Leo. Awesome day. Leo. Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate that. Leo. All right, great. Leo. Appreciate you guys. Leo. You're welcome, Dave. Have a great day. Leo. Have a great day. Leo. Appreciate you being here with us. Have an awesome day. And Leo. Oh, thank you so much. Leo. Well, thanks so much. Leo. Hey, thanks so much, Mike. Appreciate that. Leo. Appreciate you guys, man. Have an awesome day. Leo. Awesome. Leo. Leo.